Guys, we are fighting young Varrock. You guys can see right now. Look at him. He is so young. You looking good, Varrock. Not really. Get killed. Alrighty. Yo, what is up, Knights? Aegis Rick here, back with some more PvE on DFO, this time with my monk. It's been a while since I've been on the monk. I've been actually slacking a lot, but I have picked up some new gear. I did pick up a whole holy clay set of ISTA, the legacy set. It's not a really high level one, but it took me a long time to get the pieces. I don't know, I got a few pieces during the legacy like pod event, which was like a month back or something, and couldn't get the other pieces for it. So anyway, have not played too much on the monk, but I'm still ready to do some ass kicking. Got to like level 74, did a lot of speedboats. This is pretty much the level where you have to pretty much grind the time gate, so that's what we're going to be doing now. I probably won't focus entirely on leveling until I'm like max level on my knight, which are going to be releasing the level cap actually. By now I've already released my higher level knight video, so I'm doing a little bit of catch-up work, but doesn't matter, guys. I am noticing, you know, before a lot when I was leveling, it wasn't necessary for me to ever use my shadow clone unless I was fighting the boss or something. Now it's like more of a common thing where I'm gonna have to use the shadow clone, especially against some mini bosses like this one right here, this guy, and he's already working me, so already out of practice. You gotta practice, Rick. You haven't been playing this. Oh, there you go. Shadow clone, still pretty severe in damage, so definitely something you should be using. You guys can see I'm using the I believe I have shown this off before, but I did get the Commodore's Totem, which basically does like an AoE explosion, which does a hit, basically a very tiny hit on enemies, which is like, kind of nice. Kind of sets you up for further combos if you can get just a small hit on somebody, so that when you put the totem down, you can just follow up with something else. So, Kong Kong the Kid, my favorite enemy in the game, guys, right there. It's just Kong Kong. Oh no, she died. Nope, she never dies. She can never die. I don't know what's up with her. It's crazy, man. But yeah, no, that is just a really cute enemy type, man. I love it. So here's some Zedjo again, and we are going back in time. So old enemies that you've already seen before, as well as some new ones that are just in the past. You can see when we get to the boss, I'll show you guys one of the cooler aspects. If you guys have been into Ghent, there's Kong Kong. Man, Kong Kong's so cool, man. One of the cooler enemy types is Varrock. We'll fight against a younger version of Varrock since we're going back in time, basically. So, right there, the music is so cool. This is basically the trailer music for the time gate update. And man, speaking of the time gate update, okay, guys, like, can I just rant a little bit about the leveling and the caps, okay? Because it was literally like a month we had the time gate update. I want to say about a month that we had the time gate update. Those were 10 levels added that were not there previously. I mean, it was 70 cap and now it's 80 cap. And a month later they want to release the 85 cap, which, you know, I'm okay with. You know, we're kind of catching up with Korea at a rapid pace. You know, before, I remember we were 70 cap forever, and that was back when I used to play DFO actively, was mostly during 40 cap. So you know, we've been far behind in the American version of the game, but now we're trying to play this catch-up game in like over the course of a couple months, and it's kind of nuts. Where I feel like maybe instead of worrying so much about trying to catch up in terms of level, I think more people are worried about making sure they can play the character they want. So, I mean, nothing. So, guys, we are fighting young Varrock. You guys can see right now. Look at him. He is so young. You looking good, Varrock. Not really. Get killed. Actually, I have an easier time killing him on my monk than I did on my my knight. That being said, Probably because I can do a lot more. I don't know if it's really deeps. I think my knight has definitely more deeps, but I don't know. I don't know why. I just feel like I had a bit easier time comboing them right there. But guys, we're going to do one more dungeon since that was pretty quick. And we'll choose a different dungeon, something maybe that I haven't shown off before. I showed off the first region. Let's go back to the Epidemic region, which I feel is probably one of the harder regions in the Timegate expansion. There's about 8 dungeons, I think. 8? Am I right about that? I don't know. But this one is all creepy looking, and it actually looks really familiar. If you guys remember, the old Ophelia Post is basically the same place, except it's back when the epidemic happened and basically everybody got murderized. So this is kind of how they look, what happened. It's kind of like the aftermath. This is like the most gruesome stage in all of DFO, honestly. So, you know, skulls around and people all deformed, get countered. That was sick, man. But yeah, some calamity struck, and that's actually kind of the interesting thing about the Timegate update and the storyline. Actually, I followed it verbatim, all of the epic quests and everything. I followed everything, and it is really interesting. So if you guys are like have been ignoring the storyline like I have, I pretty much skipped everything up until this point, and then I read everything through this one time with my knight, and I was not disappointed with the storyline. It kind of did do a conclusion. You can kind of feel like at the end of it there was a, you know, a pretty good conclusion to it all. But I'm kind of interested in how they're going to expand it from here on out, because you know, this is just one piece of the puzzle. There's other bigger problems, but that were like, you know, foreshadowed in the event of the Timegate. But I think it's a pretty cool story, if not a little bit cliche, but still, and honestly, really predictable. I don't know if that's just me. If you're paying even a little bit of attention to like a little attention to detail, you'll notice that, like, oh yeah, that they made this a mystery, but it's definitely not a mystery at all. So anyway, I think I'm spoiling too much already, so I'll just leave it at that, guys, and keep kicking ass. Right here, that enemy type right there is one of the most annoying, especially for a weaker class, like, well, weaker in terms of health and defense. When you fight those guys that explode when they spawn, I don't understand. Like, I always get caught by that, where I just run up to them and I get hit with some poison cloud and take massive damage. So, not good for Monk's health. So I gotta say, Monk is strong, and I love playing Monk, guys, but he is one squishy dude. He gets murderized in the Altar of Ascension, or yeah, well, he gets murderized in Altar of Ascension. He also gets mega murderized against the Tower of Despair. I pretty much can't even get past the first floor. First couple floors, that is. So, right there. Got screwed yet again on those exploding guys. That was so annoying. I didn't even kill that guy. He looked like he died, but how naive I was. Turns out that the machine gun jab is really potent when you have the shadow clone active. That's something I really like using. Alright. You guys can see him getting pretty good. You know, at first when I was making the first couple PvE videos on the Monk, you could see I was like, you know, struggling. Now it's kind of everything's on muscle memory if I want to do stuff, you know, uppercuts and everything. So that's kind of how this class plays, you know. Kind of hard to master, kind of hard to learn as well, but after you play it a while, it really is just a muscle memory kind of thing. You just kind of do stuff and you don't even realize. It's just like, you know, the sway, the ducking, you do get used to it. You know, I'm not that great. I'm not the best Monk out there for sure. There's definitely other guys who are more active in trying to get like really good at their casting and everything. But, you know, with a little bit of practice, actually just playing the class and trying out the sway and the duck and everything, you're gonna get good at the Monk. I'm just saying that right now. So if you guys are a little disheartened, I know it can be disheartening when you start out the Monk, because you just can't do the sort of things you see other people doing. So don't get discouraged though. Trust me, this is one of the most fun classes to play. There, try to do the sway and the duck before I use the punch, that's a really cool one. I think those guys actually miss, so I'm not too worried about that. Just a hurricane roll and to cancel the machine gun jab, and that's gonna hurt. Man, this guy took no damage from that. He's just like, what are you doing? Tickling me? Alright. This guy is humping my back, by the way. He's still not dead. Whoa! Ah! Get slammed! Ah! Wait, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, we got him. Alright, guys, so we got the boss to face. Actually, I'm gonna use my new support. That being the junk spin. Really good. And never mind, I guess, because that was just something that I should have known. Don't try to cast that shit right in front of him, right? He's just gonna fucking punch you in the face. Oh, I'm gonna punch you in the face, and he's gonna try to, like, slice me. There you go. Oh, I'm surprised that even worked. Okay. I thought it was gonna be picking up items the whole time. Okay. Set my shadow clones. Dang! Just doing some massive damage. So I got pretty good EXP right there. It did take a little bit of time. I'll get some more EXP once I unlock the Screaming Cave. I think it's a pretty good dungeon to farm once I'm at this point. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna be doing the rest of the time gate quests on my monk and hopefully try to catch up before. Well, I'm not gonna catch up before the power. What is that? You know, the 85 cap update. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you knights. Oh.